The video you are seeing on the internet that I said will build Igbo village was made 2013, 12 years ago. If you look at my age now, my age then, that time no small baby.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me in this live section. Guys, you guys know that there was a certain time Ghana was saying that Igbo should go because of the crown king and the crowned Igbo person in Ghana. So he was crowned as an Ndi Igbo in Ghana, and then Ghanaians got angry and said, why will an Igbo person be, their king? So it got, in fact, it was a violent one because, they started destroying shops and everything. So now this man has come out to say, the Eze Ndi Igbo, the crown king, Eze Ndi Igbo in Ghana, has come out to say that many things concerning it. He said that he never planned an Igbo kingdom because there was this rumor that was going about saying that they want to build, and in fact, they want to, build an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. So then they started saying that all Igbos must go. So guys, a storm is, it's the community leader crowned as Ndi Igbo Nagana, the king of the Igbo people. The king of the Igbo people in Ghana has come under fire on the streets. Yes, people are protesting. Some Ghanaians are protesting with banners that read Igbo must go. Rumors spread like wildfire that he plans to crave out an Igbo kingdom on Ghanaian soil. So the what led to the protest was because of they heard, in fact, the rumor that he was planning to create an Igbo kingdom in Ghana, was trying to set up an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. So now this man has come out, this Eze Ndi Igbo in Ghana has come out to, say many things concerning me, saying that he never planned. Guys, I'm gonna play you a video, to watch and hear what this man said by yourself. You will listen to everything that he said. So, but today, this Eze himself has spoken and his words changed everything. So, first, let us see the record straight, the Igbo culture, and Eze is a king or a traditional ruler. In the diaspora, places like Ghana, Togo, Cameroon, the Igbo community sometimes crown an Eze to coordinate cultural events. Yes, there are some Igbos in Ghana. So now they crowned him Igbo king so that those people in Igbo, at least they will have someone that will coordinate them. It's not like he was planning to set anybody or set an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. No, that was not his initial plan. I'm going to play a video so that you will listen to what this man said. So now, Igbo communities sometimes crown as Eze to coordinate cultural events, resolve internal disputes, and represent the Igbo identity far from home. So that was the main reason why they actually crowned that Igbo man. They crowned him as Ndi Igbo in Ghana, because there are some Igbo people that are living in Ghana. In fact, they are based for so many years now. They have based. According to this Eze Ndi Igbo, he said he has been in Ghana for he has been there since 90s. That he even married he married in Ghana, that he has been there for so long. So you can see there are some Igbos that are in Ghana for so long, and then they had to crown someone so that the person now will coordinate, Igbo, so that Igbo identity will be Igbo, like internal, the way they set up why they crown that man an Igbo king in Ghana is so that he can coordinate cultural events, resolve internal disputes, and represent the Igbo identity from home, far from home. That's just it. This role has existed for decades. It helps millions of Igbo. But now you see Ghanaians, they are taking it as another thing. They are trying to see it as if that, they want to create an Igbo kingdom. Guys, take a look. Take a look at what this man said.
The video you are seeing on the internet that I said will build Igbo village was made 2013, 12 years ago. If you look at my age now, my age then, that time no small baby. And then you can see the video how young I was then 12 years ago. Now, we have no piece of land acquired in Lingo Pram for that project because it did not come to pass. Nowhere in Ghana we bought land for Igbo village till now, till tomorrow. But it was so bad that some of our bloggers misinterpreted the vision, and they said we want to build Igbo kingdom in Ghana. That is 100% lies. If you go back to that video, you see what I said is Igbo village. And the interpretation of village is different from kingdom. We have no any plan to build any kingdom in Ghana. We cannot build kingdom on top of someone's kingdom. It is impossible. But some mischievous, some of our sons and daughters that believe that through internet and through having more viewers, they'll be making money from there, now decided to tarnish the image of a humble person like me, just for them to make money from the internet and giving wrong information. That's one. Two, the same people also trying to create misunderstanding between the two nations, Ghana and Nigeria. Because of few notes they are making from internet because of their followers.
So now, guys, I'll continue that video. So stay with me so that you get, to hear everything that, this man said. So now, this man is trying to say that, why he was crowned as Ndi Igbo is so that he can coordinate Igbo people in Ghana, because there are so many Igbo, Igbos that have been in Ghana, they based there for so long. So, the reason why he said he never planned to build any Igbo kingdom. Because when this thing happened, Ghanaians, they went to the street protesting, saying Igbos must go home, must leave Ghana, saying Igbos must. They even went as far as even bringing out what happened in Nigeria a long time ago, that Ghana must go. So they were like, this time around, Igbos must go. So you can see. So now, the title Eze Ndi Igbo na Ghana simply means King of Igbo in Ghana. It does not mean a king in Ghana, and that was the confusion that sparked tension. That was just the confusion. Eze Ndi Igbo means king of Igbos in Ghana. That's just it. It doesn't mean a king in Ghana. That is what some people are trying. That's what sparked the tension. That's what sparked the tension. So now, recently, videos and photos of the Eze's, coronation hit social media, and the sight of a man wearing royal regalia, flanked by elders and Igbo chiefs, set off alarm bell for some Ghanaians. Online rumors claimed he declared an Igbo kingdom inside Ghana, a sovereign enclave, a cave within a sovereign nation. Like you heard him said, he said he cannot build a kingdom in another kingdom. It's not possible. He said he's just the king of Igbos in Ghana. Because if you go to Ghana, you will see a lot of Igbo people. So he's just their king. It's not like the king is the king of Ghana. No. So now in response, group took this to the streets. Some carried banners saying Igbo must go. Others demanded the Ghanaian government dismantle any such kingship immediately, claiming it threatens national unity. So Ghanaians went as far as even destroying Igbo shops, shop owned by Igbo people. They were destroying it in that protest. So now, facing mounting tension and fearing for the safety for his people, the Eze Ndi Igbo na Ghana, Chukwud, his name is Chukwud Jude, has now spoken directly to set the record straight. Yes, he came out to say that he's not the king of Ghana. He's just the king of Igbos in Ghana, because there are some people that are in Ghana, there are some people there are some Igbos that have been there for so long. In fact, they base in Ghana. So he's just their king. They're just like him. He has been based in Ghana. He's just trying to, represent Igbo tribe. He's just trying to represent Igbo tribe, even far from home. That is just it. But Ghanaians took it as if he's the king of Ghana. That was what sparked the tension. That was just what brought about the tension going on. We were thinking that he's the king of Ghana. This is what people did not get. Now, facing mounting tension and fearing for the safety of the people, Eze Ndi Igbo na Ghana, Chukwudi Jude has spoken directly to set the record straight. In his statement, he firmly denied every saying he would build or rule an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. He stressed that his title is purely cultural, to unite Igbo sons and daughters coexisting with their Ghanaian hosts. That was there's no need for tension sparking, Ghana saying Igbo must go. There are actually some Ghanaians in Igbo land. You see, the worst thing, the one thing that will not end well is when you want to come and start African, a fellow African country fighting. It doesn't make sense. This man, why was he crowned as Ndi Igbo? It's just to unite Igbo sons and daughters, preserve heritage, and promote peaceful coexistence with their Ghanaian host. That is all. But Ghanaians did not want. This is how they did not want to hear that he's the king of. In fact, they don't want to set up anything concerning Igbos in Nigeria. You see how Igbos are being marginalized. They don't want to set up any. They don't want Igbos to take any active. But they don't want to bring anything called Igbo in their country. Then if you don't want, then they should now set it this way that no Ghanaian will step into, Nigeria, or that's just what they want. Because as far as Igbo people are in Ghana, they need someone that will coordinate them. There are some Igbo people that have been there for so many years, they raise their kids there. So let us not misunderstand this thing, because I see a lot of people protesting, especially Ghanaians, saying a lot of things. So somebody says something. Let me read it out. He was actually calling the man foolish man. Go back. He said, go back to your country. Try stupid criminal human eater robbers. I don't actually get what this man is saying, but in what he said here, I think he's saying that Igbos, that the man should go back. That's Eze Ndi Igbo, the man that was crowned Eze Ndi Igbo, Juku the Jude, should go back to his country. So now let us know that you see this thing we are doing, this person must go, this one must go, this tribe must go. It doesn't make sense. You guys should understand it. You guys should understand this thing. This man in Ghana, he has been there, according to what he said he has been there for so many years. And I believe that there are many Igbo sons and daughters that have been there for so many years. They base in Ghana. So now, why he was crowned Eze Ndi Igbo in Ghana is to unite Igbo sons and daughters, to preserve heritage, and to promote peaceful coexistence with their Ghanaian hosts. That is just all. It's not like he's the king of Ghana. Guys, Eze Ndi Igbo in Ghana means the king of Igbos in Ghana. It doesn't mean the king of Ghana. This is what you guys don't understand. Now, he explained that he has no political power. That was what, he said. He said he has no political power. He's just like, someone that, the head of Igbos. Let me just put it that way. Because the way you guys are seeing it, Eze, you think, okay, he's the king of Ghana. He's like the head. He's just like the head of Igbos. The head of Igbo. If there's any meeting now, the Igbos will come together. That is just, it's not like he's the king of Ghana. He explained that he has no political power. He has no political power in Ghana. He has no political power in Ghana. I'll still continue that video so that you can see for yourself. No parallel authority and no ambition to crave out territory. He called for calm, urging both Ghanaians and Igbos to avoid hate speech, rumors, and violence. Ghanaians are saying that Igbo must go. What about Ghanaians that in Igbo land in Nigeria? What about them? Now, this man called for peace. He called for calm, urging both Ghanaians and Igbos to avoid hate speech, rumors, and violence. According to him, the Igbo community has lived peacefully in Ghana for generations, paying tax, building businesses, and contributing to the nation's economy. So now, somebody said, go and watch his videos, think of it, and put yourself in the shoes of Ghanaians. For me, I don't see, you guys are actually misunderstanding. I'm already putting myself in the shoes of Ghanaians. I don't see a reason why, I don't see the need for, saying that an Igbo man cannot just be the leader of his people. You guys know that there are many Igbo people in Ghana. So I don't see a crime of, an Igbo man being the head of Igbos in Ghana. You guys don't actually understand. It's not like he's the king of Ghana. He's not the king of Ghana. He's just the leader of Igbos in Ghana. That's just it. So I don't see a crime for an Igbo man that have lived in Ghana for so many years to, say he wants to be the leader of Igbos in Ghana. I don't see a crime. I don't see a crime. Somebody say we don't need any Igbos in Ghana too. That's the same way. If you want it like this, that means no Ghana will be found in Igbo land. That is just it. You guys want all the, there's no need for, division or separation. There's no need for all these things. Me, I don't see a crime in saying, in an Igbo man being the head of, Igbos in Ghana. I don't see a crime. But you guys just misunderstand this thing. According to him, he said he has no territory, he has no political power. He's just a common leader, like the head of Igbos in Ghana. I don't know if you guys are understanding this thing. He's just the head of Igbos in Ghana. That is just it. He has no political power. He's just the head of Igbos in Ghana. That is just it. So now this controversy goes beyond one man. It exposes a deeper challenge. How do immigrant communities balance cultural identity with total respect for their host nation's sovereignty? Across Africa, from South Africa to Ghana, we have seen how economic frustration and misinformation can quickly turn into chaos. Foreigners become, scapegoats for bigger problems. Now, the Igbo in Ghana are mostly traders. The Igbos in Ghana, they are mostly traders, entrepreneurs, artisans. They control big parts of the spare parts, electronics, and Tesla market. Why this creates jobs and wealth, it can also breed envy and suspicion. Now, what this man said, now let me explain to you what this man said. This man said, in case, he just wants to be their head to settle, misunderstanding, with, Igbo sons and daughters. It's not like he has it's not like he wants to be a king in Ghana. No, if this man today say he wants to be a king in Ghana, I'll be the very first person that will be against him. I'll be the very first person that will be against him. Let's understand that. So somebody said something. He said, please, you people should stop all this nonsense. Why not Nigeria Kingdom? Why do you take your division everywhere you go? Ghana don't need Igbo Kingdom. Yes, you can form Nigeria organization. Okay, now Ghana. Well, nobody said. Let me play that video for you guys to watch. According to this man, he said he's not raising any Igbo Kingdom. He never planned to set up any Igbo Kingdom. Take a look.
Video you are seeing on the internet that I said we'll build Igbo village was made 2013, 12 years ago. If you look at my age now, then that time no small baby. And then you can see the video how young I was 12 years ago. Now, we have no piece of land acquired in Igbos Must Go for that project because it did not come to pass. Nowhere in Ghana we bought land for Igbo village till now to tomorrow. But it was so bad that some of our bloggers misinterpreted the vision and they said, we want to build Igbo Kingdom in Ghana. That is 100% lies. If you go back to that video, you see what I said is Igbo village. And the interpretation of village is different from kingdom. We have no any plan to build any kingdom in Ghana. We cannot build kingdom on top of someone's kingdom. It is impossible. But some mischievous, some of our sons and daughters that believe that through internet and through having more viewers, they'll be making money from there, now decided to tarnish the image of a humble person like me just for them to make money from the internet and giving wrong information. That's one. Two, the same people also trying to create misunderstanding between the two nations, Ghana and Nigeria, because of few notes they are making from internet because of their followers.
Okay, I know that Ghanaians, just like what I'm seeing in the comment section, they are going to be against all these things. Me, I understand perfectly how you guys, feel that an Igbo person will come to your land and become the king. Some people are telling me I should go to what he said in 218 and listen to the interview. According to what he said there, I'm just saying according to what he said in this video by coming out to clear the air, because initially I was even confused of what was going on. I was actually confused because I heard that, an Igbo man is a king in Ghana. And I was like, how can an Igbo man become a king in Ghana? So when I saw this video, when he came out to say that, that where he was crowned the king in Ghana is just because of his brothers and daughters, his brothers and sisters in Ghana. And then he never planned to set up any Igbo kingdom. That was, now said, okay, so why the tension? I feel that Ghanaians misunderstood it. Ghanaians actually misunderstood misunderstood his plans and everything. Now, first, let's see the record straight. In Igbo culture, an Eze in a king or traditional ruler in diaspora, places like Ghana, Togo, Cameroon, the Igbo community sometimes crown an Eze to coordinate culture. Igbo people crown Eze to coordinate culture, and the people that actually crowned me were actually Igbos in Ghana. So they crown an Eze to coordinate Igbos, Igbo people in Ghana. If the Igbo community sometimes crown an Eze to coordinate cultural events, resolve internal disputes, and represent the Igbo identity far from home. This role has been in existence for decades. It helps millions of Igbo traders and families preserve their customs, speak with one voice, and handle welfare issues like funerals, disputes, especially disputes. That's one of the main reasons, or community development. But there's a fine line. The title Eze Ndi Igbo na Ghana simply means king of the Igbos in Ghana. It does not mean king in Ghana. It doesn't mean king of Ghana. And that's where the confusion sparked tension. That's where it sparked tension. So now, like I said, recently videos and photos of the coronation of this as a hit social media, and the sight of a man wearing royal regalia flagged by elders and Igbo chiefs set off alarm bells for some Ghanaians. Online rumors claimed he declared an Igbo kingdom inside Ghana, a sovereign enclave with a sovereign nation. This triggered anger in part of the host community. People saw it as an insult to Ghanaians' constitution and traditional authority. So now, in response, groups took to the streets. Some carried banners saying Igbos must go. Others demanded the Ghanaian government dismantle any such kingship immediately, claiming it threatens national unity. Now, facing mounting tension and fearing for the safety of his people, the king has come out to, say directly to clear the air on what happened. So somebody said that, do you even know who a king is? In case you don't understand what Eze Ndi Igbo na Ghana means, it means king of Igbos. It doesn't mean king of Ghana. It means king of Igbos in Ghana. That's what it means, king of Igbos in Ghana. So he's not trying to build any Igbo kingdom there. It's just so that, okay, just to promote heritage, to settle disputes between Igbo people in Ghana. That was just it. Any other plan this man has, apart from this thing, any other plan he has, otherwise this, I'm not in support of it. Because he already said with his mouth that he cannot build a kingdom in another kingdom. That was what he said. That was what this man said. So now, the uproar over the Eze Ndi Igbo na Ghana reveals something very deep. Now, let me tell you guys something. Whenever Igbos organize strongly, whenever they organize strongly around their identity, even for cultural or welfare reason, it makes some people nervous. This is because, guys, I actually understand how Ghanaians feel. I actually understand very well, perfectly. Now, whenever Igbos organize strongly around, their identity, even for cultural or welfare reason, it makes some people nervous. This is because since 1967, the word Biafra and the idea of an Igbo nation has carried heavy baggage. This is the problem. Even an innocent Eze title abroad can spark suspicions that Igbos want to carve out, separate kingdom or government wherever they are. So somebody said that we should stop all this division, that we want to, Igbos want to divide Nigeria. Now they want to go to Ghana and now start their division. How does Igbo, like, the Igbo, did they, like, is it their plan to actually divide Nigeria? Some people now are saying that, Igbos, why do they carry all these things? Why do they, go from one place to another, dividing, you know, different country? The truth is that people will see that, this man in Ghana now want to come and divide Ghana. Like I said before, he is just the king of Igbos in Ghana. Nothing much. He's not the king of Ghana. He wants, he wants people to, at least Igbos, to have a leader they will look up to. That's all, to settle disputes and everything. That's it. So now Igbos, right from time, because of the way they are being marginalized, nobody wants to hear about them at all. This is because since 1967, the word Biafra and the idea of an Igbo nation has carried heavy baggage. People are thinking they want to set up an Igbo nation in Ghana. So even an innocent Eze title abroad can spark old suspicions that Igbo wants to carve out separate kingdom or governments wherever they are. For Nnamdi Kanu, who leads IPOB, which openly calls for Biafra restoration, this incident shows how powerful and threatening the idea of an organized, united Igbo identity still appears in many African states. Now, the Nigerian government often paints Kanu as a threat to national unity, claiming that if Biafra is allowed, it could inspire other breakaway ideas. Now, so when people in Ghana protest an Igbo king over fear of an Igbo kingdom, Abuja sees it as a proof that Biafra talk is contagious. So now they can use it to argue that Kanu's idea fuels suspicion of Igbos even abroad. Ironically, this also strengthens one of Kanu's talking points, that Igbos, despite being peaceful, productive, and spread across Africa, are treated as outsiders of threat. So you can see he can point to Ghana's protest and say, look, even outside Nigeria, you can't fully be Igbo without people suspecting you want to secede. This is just it. This fuels his claims that the Igbo need self-determination to truly safe, to feel truly safe and respected anywhere. Because of the way Nigerian government are treating the Igbos now, Igbos are not even respected in different country because they have okay. I want you guys to tell me in the comment section what's the problem of having an Igbo king. Gets me? I don't mean a king, or is it the king that is actually confusing you, or an Igbo leader in Ghana? What's the tell me in the comment section, because me, I want to know the problem in having, what will it cause, what are the advantages, what are the consequences. Let me know what the problem is, because many people in the comment section are trying to they're saying Igbos must go, they don't need an Igbo king in Ghana. This is a leader of Igbos in Ghana, unless there's no Igbo people in Ghana. So let me know in the comment section the problems this will result to having an Igbo king, or king for the Igbos, not king for Ghanaians, king for the Igbos. Let me know what the problem is. It's not about coming out to, let me know what the problem is. So that is me. I don't see anything. People, the only problem is people sees Igbo as people that want to, anywhere, wherever they go to, they want to divide because of one Nigeria. What is their crime? What is their crime now? So will it result to you saying that Igbos, all Igbos should leave Ghana? What about Ghanaians that are in Igbo land? What about Ghanaians that are in Igbo land? So guys, tell me now, because I want to know. Let's share ideas. Let me know, what it means. for you, for let me know your own thoughts, what it means for an Igbo to have an what okay, let me say the bad side of having an Igbo leader in Ghana. Leader for the Igbos in Ghana. Let me know what you're saying. Those people that are against me, saying that, there's nothing in having an Igbo. Because for me, I feel in my own understanding that it's not a crime to have an Igbo king in Ghana. Now, somebody said the Igbo should stop taking over people's land. The Igbos are the reason why Nigerians are being chased out of every country because they use their presence to drug and fraud. You can't be saying Igbos use their presence to drug and fraud. Yes, you cannot, there's no country, there's no there's no what will I put it? There's no person that is a saint, even where be it Yoruba or Hausa or Igbo, or even people from UK. We have seen, let me tell you, in Nigeria, I know how many Chinese they have sentenced to jail for fraud and drugs. So coming out to say Igbos are this, that, I don't even support what you're saying at all. Yes, prove that Igbos, you can't even prove. I don't like people coming out to talk and then they don't have proof. You have to prove that truly Igbos, they deal on drugs and fraud. And then you cannot just there's nobody that is a saint. Or will I say there's no, how will I put it? Because I know that there are many Chinese, even from people from other country, foreigners, yes, let me put it that way. Foreigners that that have been jailed here in Nigeria for fraud and drugs. So don't come and put it on the tribe called Igbo. Igbo did not do anything to any of you here. Yes, Igbo is not. We only said that we are being marginalized, and Nigerian government to do something about it. So because of that, anyway, they see Igbo, even in Ghana, they will feel Igbos want to divide Ghana. Somebody is saying Igbo must go. Ghanaians in Igbo land, what will happen? So let us stop all this division and division. You guys are misunderstanding this matter. You guys are just misunderstanding this matter. You guys are just misunderstanding this matter. What this person said, saying that Igbo should stop taking over people's land. How are Igbos taking over people's land? The Igbos are the reason why Nigerians are being chased out of every country. Are you serious? Because they use their presence to drug and fraud. Let me just reserve my comment. So now the uproar over the Eze Ndi Igbo na Ghana reveals something very deeper. Like I said, whenever Igbos organize strongly around their identity, like I said, guys, I actually want to know what you're saying about this Igbo having an Igbo kingdom, because one of the comments I'm seeing here is not actually telling me why you guys feel that there is no need. That is what I want to hear, not this person telling me Igbo should stop taking over people's land. I want to really know the dangers. Like I want to your problem is by having, because me, I don't actually know what the problem is, so I want to know it. So this person said chieftaincy will be more appropriately used, not kingdom. But this man said, according to what he said, chieftaincy will be more appropriately used, not kingdom. But this man said that, why I'm coming out to tell you guys the same, because he said that he never planned to set up any Igbo kingdom. In case you did not watch that video, take a look at it again.
The video you are seeing on the internet that I said will build Igbo village was made 2013, 12 years ago. If you look at my age now, then that time no small baby. And then you can see the video how young I was then 12 years ago. Now, we have no piece of land acquired in Igbo Pram for that project because it did not come to pass. Nowhere in Ghana we bought land for Igbo village till now, till tomorrow. But it was so bad that some of our bloggers misinterpreted the vision and they said we want to build Igbo kingdom in Ghana. That is 100% live. If you go back to that video, you see what I said is Igbo village. And the interpretation of village is different from kingdom. We have no any plan to build any kingdom in Ghana. We cannot build kingdom on top of someone's kingdom. It is impossible. But some mischievous, some of our sons and daughters that believe that through internet and through having more viewers, they'll be making money from there, now decided to tarnish the image of a humble person like me just for them to make money from the internet and giving wrong information. That's one. Two, the same people also trying to create misunderstanding between the two nations, Ghana and Nigeria. Because of few notes they are making from internet because of their followers.
So you guys are not even telling me what I want to hear, because I want to know what the problem is of having an Igbo leader in Ghana for the Igbos, not for Ghanas. So I want to know what the problem is, because I feel you guys are actually misunderstanding it. So I want to know what you guys are saying. And then if I look into it and you guys are actually correct, then I will now say, okay, this is just it. So somebody said there have been so many kidnappings in Ghana nowadays. Are you trying to put it to Igbo people that they are the ones conducting the kidnap? Are you trying to put it to, why are people saying Igbo tribe? Because of the way Nigerian government are treating them, everybody now sees Igbo tribe or an Igbo person as an enemy. Everybody now sees Igbo person as an enemy. Because they were marginalized. You guys don't even know how all these things started. Because of how Nigerian government are treating them, everybody now sees Igbo tribe or an Igbo person as an enemy. Igbos were being killed in the north in Nigeria. They were killed, and then Odumegwu Ojukwu said that let us have our own nation. Nigerian government did not allow. And then they now wait for a peaceful meeting in Aburu, in this same Ghana. They went to that peaceful meeting. Then after the meeting, they never discussed anything secession. They never discussed anything like that. What they were into was for peace, for people, for Igbos not to, or for Igbos to stop the killings going on in Igbo land. That was just it. Or stop the killings of the Igbos. That was what they talked about. And then they agreed on something, only for them to come back to Nigeria and then go on upturn the agreement. And then Ojukwu started fighting for Biafra because they stopped killing Igbos. They want to be using their resources, and then you not still want them in power. So what is why do people see Igbo as one tribe like that? They see them as an enemy. Why? I feel this is the fear of Ghanaians. This is the fear. This is why they want Igbos to leave their community or their country. One major reason is fear. They fear that the Igbo community wants to create a separate kingdom within Ghana. When people saw the coronation with a crowned Eze Ndi Igbo na Ghana, with a traditional regalia and title, they misunderstood it. That's one. Some Ghanaians thought that if they have a king here, does that mean they have their own government? You see why you guys are actually misunderstanding this thing. You guys thought that, okay, now they have their king. Does it mean they have their government, their own law, and their own land? Would they obey Ghanaian chief or not? This is what you guys are actually misunderstanding. The fear is, though misplaced, grows quickly. Now, especially in societies where chieftaincy and local kingdoms are tied to land and political power. Just like this man said that it has no political power. The Igbos are natural entrepreneurs. They dominate spare parts markets, electronics, textile trade, imports and exports in Accra and even in Kumasi and other cities in Ghana. Many big markets have Igbo traders doing well. To locals who struggle with unemployment or poverty, this sometimes feel like foreigners taking over. So when Igbo community gets organized enough to crown when Igbo's community gets organized enough to crown an Eze, it feeds that suspicion that they are building too much collective power, or maybe economic power today, or political power tomorrow. Africa is no longer strange to xenophobia. Just look at the repeated attacks in South Africa against other Africans. When local youths feel poor, angry, and marginalized, they often look for a scapegoat. Foreigners are taking our jobs. It's an easy rally cry. So slogans like Igbo must go come up not because the average Ghanaian hates Igbos, but because some people exploit fear and poverty to push hate. The rumor that the Eze wants to build an Igbo kingdom was never true. He said it clearly. But rumors spread faster than truth. One misleading post or viral photo can convince thousands that there's a secret agenda. Once people believe it, protest follows. Some Ghanaians feel that no ethnic group should crown a kingdom or a king or Ghanaian in Ghanaian soil. Some Ghanaians feel that no ethnic group should crown a king on Ghanaian soil, except the native tribes which recognizes chieftaincy line. They fear it sets a dangerous precedent. Today, Igbo, tomorrow Hausa, tomorrow Chinese community, all crowning kings and creating power blocks. Now, so the protest is also a reaction to protect Ghana's national identity and the authority of local traditional rulers. Sometimes local politicians are opportunists opportunists steer these fears deliberately to score points, distract from real problems like unemployment, bad roads, or poor governance. Blaming outsiders is easier than that. Blaming outsiders is easier than fixing the economy. Now, it is not really about ordinary Igbo doing honest business. It's about fearing of being overtaken, fear of losing control, fear of hidden power. So Ghanaians fear that Igbo will overtake their country, which is not true, or their community, which is not true. It's also about poverty, rumors, and bad politics feeding the fear. The real danger is if this fear turns to violence. Shops will be burnt, traders are attacked, families forced to run. That is why the SS statement matters, to calm people down, explain the truth, and remind everyone that unity and coexistence is better than faith. Igbos are not living Ghana. They are part of the economy, community, and everyday life. But they must keep respecting local customs and explaining their culture properly to stop rumors before they grow into hate. That is just it. So you guys should understand that he's not in Ghana, or he was not crowned. He was not crowned a king in Ghana to take over Ghana, because that's the fear. That's what I see. That's the fear. They are scared of, they'll ask themselves, if Igbos have king in Ghana, then is it that they have kingdom in Ghana? This is what Ghanaians are asking. But he has come out pump and plain to say that he has no political power. He's just there to organize disputes, or to settle disputes, to organize their sons and brothers, that Igbo people in abroad. That was just it. But Ghanaians are misunderstanding, saying that Igbo have a kingdom in Ghana. That's not true. According to what he said Igbos they have no kingdom. I don't know if you guys have seen this video, so that you guys will hear for yourselves. It's not like I'm coming out to say it. He said he has no kingdom. There's no king. In fact, he has no plan of setting up any kingdom in Ghana. That he's just the king of Igbos in Ghana to settle their dispute, because there are some Igbos that have been living there for so long.
The video you are seeing on the internet that I said will build Igbo village was made 2013, 12 years ago. If you look at my age now, then that time no small baby. And then you can see the video how young I was then 12 years ago. Now, we have no piece of land acquired a legal program for that project because it did not come to pass. Nowhere in Ghana we bought land for Igbo village till now, till tomorrow. But it was so bad that some of our bloggers misinterpreted the vision and they said, we want to build Igbo kingdom in Ghana. That is 100% lies. If you go back to that video, you see what I said is Igbo village. And the interpretation of village is different from kingdom. We have no any plan to build any kingdom in Ghana. We cannot build kingdom on top of someone's kingdom. It is impossible. But some mischievous, some of our sons and daughters that believe that through internet and through having more viewers, they'll be making money from there, now decided to tarnish the image of a humble person like me just for them to make money from the internet and giving wrong information. That's one. Two, the same people also trying to create misunderstanding between the two nations, Ghana and Nigeria, because of you not they're making from internet because of their followers.
So this is only going to bring, if Ghanaians doesn't understand this fact, it's going to only bring, violence between or misunderstanding between Nigeria and Ghana. One of the major reason or one of the major thing why they are chasing Igbo is because of the fear. They fear that Igbo community wants to create a separate kingdom, or because of Biafrans or Igbos are asking for their own kingdom in Nigeria, they now feel that wherever Igbos go, they want to, divide the country. That is what they feel. But you guys should actually understand what is on ground. It's not like Igbos, wherever they go to, they want to divide, because, Igbos were being killed in the north and then they are marginalized. That is why Igbos said they want to have their own kingdom. So wherever you see Igbos, you will feel they want to divide your country. You guys are already scared, or Ghanaians are already scared that Igbo community, that Igbo that this man, this Eze Ndi Igbo in Ghana wants to create a separate kingdom within Ghana. When people saw the coronation with a crowned Eze Ndi Igbo in Ghana, with a traditional regalia and titles, they misunderstood it. If they have a king here, does that mean they have their own government? Does it mean they have their own government? Or does it mean they have their law? Or does it mean they have their land? And people be asking, will they still obey Ghanaian chiefs or not? This one, they have their king. This fear, though misplaced, grows quickly, especially in the society where chieftaincy and local kingdoms are tied to land and political power. The Igbo are natural entrepreneurs. So you can see that why this man, why he was crowned Eze Ndi Igbo na Ghana, king of Igbos in Ghana, was so that he can settle disputes, coordinate Igbo people in Ghana, because there are so many people that are based there. The locals who struggle with unemployment or poverty, this sometimes feels like foreigners talking over. So when an Igbo community gets organized enough to crown an Eze, it feels the suspicion. It feels the suspicion that they are building too much collective power, maybe economic power today, or political power tomorrow. So the slogan, like Igbo must go, when it comes up, it comes up because the average man, it doesn't come up because the average man hates Igbo, but because some people exploit fear and poverty to push hate. The rumor that the Eze wants to build an Igbo kingdom was never true. He said it clearly, but rumors will spread faster than the truth. You heard what he said, that he never planned to build an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. That was not his plan. He never planned to build an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. That he's just the king of Igbos in Ghana. And that is just it. Some Ghanaians feel that there is no ethnic, some Ghanaians feel that no ethnic group should crown a king on Ghanaian soil. except the native tribes with except the native tribes with recognize or the native tribes with recognized chieftaincy lines. They fear it sets a dangerous precedent. Today Igbo, tomorrow Hausa, tomorrow Chinese communities, all crowning kings and creating power blocks. So the protest is also a reaction that is a reaction to protest Ghana's national identity and the authority of local traditional rulers. So that is it. So we should understand what is on ground, why this man was crowned as Ndi Igbo. And then if you actually have anything to say concerning why there is no need to have, you cannot just come out and say there's no need to have leaders or a leader in Igbo coordinating Igbo in Ghana. So if you have any reason why you feel that it's not necessary, in fact, there's no need to have a leader, a king of Igbos in Ghana, you can also tell me under the comment section. Let me know your reasons, because as we are talking, because me, I actually want to know, the anger, your problem, why you feel that there's no need to have an Igbo leader for Igbos in Ghana. Because me, I don't see it as a crime. So if you have any reason, let me know under the comment section. Let me just know under the comment section. So guys, we have come to the end of this live section. Do also hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
The video you are seeing on the internet that I said will build Igbo village was made 2013, 12 years ago. If you look at my age now, my age then, that time no small baby. And then you can see the video how young I was then 12 years ago. Now, we have no piece of land acquired in Igbos Must Go for that project because it did not come to pass. Nowhere in Ghana we bought land for Igbo village till now, till tomorrow. But it was so bad that some of our bloggers misinterpreted the vision and they said, we want to build Igbo kingdom in Ghana. That is 100% lies. If you go back to that video, you see what I said is Igbo village. And the interpretation of village is different from kingdom. We have no any plan to build any kingdom in Ghana. We cannot build kingdom on top of someone's kingdom. It is impossible. But some mischievous, some of our sons and daughters that believe that through internet and through having more viewers, they'll be making money from there, now decided to tarnish the image of a humble person like me just for them to make money from the internet and giving wrong information. That's one. Two, the same people also trying to create misunderstanding between the two nations, Ghana and Nigeria. Because of you not they are making from internet because of their followers.